Chapter 4, Mishnah 5. The wood offering, mentioned in the last Mishnah, was brought on the days that certain families donated wood to be used as fuel on the altar. This Mishnah lists the dates of these wood donations and the names of the families who brought them. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. The total number of times in the year when wood was donated by families of Kohanim and the nation is 9. 1. On the first of Nisan, it was the turn of the descendants of Arach, who was a descendant of Judah. 2. On the 20th of Tammuz, the descendants of King David, who was a descendant of Judah. 3. On the 5th of Av, the descendants of Parosh, who was a descendant of Judah. 4. On the 7th of Av, the descendants of Yonadav, who was a descendant of Rehav. 5. On the 10th of Av, 5. On the 10th of Av, the descendants of Senah, who was a descendant of Benjamin. 6. On the 15th of Av, the descendants of Zatu, who was a descendant of Judah. And with them came Kohanim, Levim, anyone who was in doubt regarding the tribe to which he belonged, the descendants of the pestle thieves, and the descendants of the dried fig cutters. 7. On the 20th of Av, the descendants of Pachas Moab, who was a descendant of Judah. 8. On the 20th of Elul, the descendants of Adin, who was a descendant of Judah. 9. And on the 1st of Teves, the descendants of Parosh returned to give wood a second time, and the wood they donated lasted until Nisan, when the cycle began again. The Mishnah returns to its previous subject of the mamad services being omitted on various occasions. It deals with the special case of the 1st of Teves, which was a combination of 3 occasions: Hanukkah, Rosh Chodesh, and the day of a wood offering. On the 1st of Teves, there were no mamad services at all, because on that day Hallel was said, Hanukkah. A musaf offering was brought, Rosh Chodesh, and a wood offering was brought, the family of Parosh. As taught in the previous Mishnah, Hallel overrides the mamad service of Shachris. The musaf offering overrides the mamad service of Musaf and Mincha, and the wood offering overrides the mamad services at Mincha and Ne'ilah.